Good morning, my dear students. I, Anu, welcome you all to this online class of Moral Science. In this presentation, we are going to study about Lesson 1, Aerobics and Meditation. So let us begin. Aerobics is a form of physical exercise that combines rhythmic aerobic exercise with stretching and strength training routines with the goal of improving all elements of fitness, whether it is related to flexibility, muscular strength, and cardiovascular fitness. It is usually performed with music and may be practiced in a group setting or solo. Music accomplishment is optional. These dance-like exercises are divided into different levels of intensity and complexity. So, aerobics is classified into the following broad categories. First, we have freestyle aerobics. As we can see the picture along, the style combines several short dance combinations learned and practiced 1 to 2 steps at a time, repeating the movements until one is able to execute the entire choreography together. Aerobic music accompanies the session throughout. This is followed by a strength section which uses body weight exercises to strengthen muscles and a stretch routine to cool down and improve flexibility. Each session usually lasts 30 to 60 minutes and may include use of equipment such as aerobic step or small weights. Step aerobic. The style is distinguished from other forms of aerobic exercise by its use of an elevated platform as shown in the picture. The height can be modulated to individual needs by inserting risers under the steps. Step aerobic was innovated by Glenn Miller around 1989. Dancing games such as Dance Dance Revolution or In the Groove may be included in step aerobic sessions. Third is sport aerobics or aerobic gymnastics. The style is more vigorous and involves performing continuously complex and high intensity movement patterns to music. As we can see in the picture, the routine must demonstrate creativity with perfect integration of all movement, music, and expression. It combines the element of aerobics, sports aerobics, rhythmic gymnastics, along with music, dance, and choreography. Fourth is water aerobics or water aerobics. As we can see in the picture, the style comprises of performing aerobic exercise in shallow water such as swimming pool. It is a type of resistance training to achieve body fitness and strength. Yoga postures or asanas are body positions typically associated with the practice of yoga, intended primarily to restore and maintain a practitioner's well-being, improve the body's flexibility and vitality, and promote the ability to remain in seated meditation for extended periods. They may be practiced for exercise and as alternative medicine to prevent the illness and disease. Aerobics is basically the dancing your way to health, and yoga has become a great important part of our life as it helps to improve the flexibility of our body and helps to prevent us from various diseases. So many of the people in today's lifestyle are adopting or going for these yoga postures and practice these asanas in their daily routine to get rid of various illness and diseases. So this was all about aerobics, my dear students. Now let us move to meditation. Now we will study about meditation, way to mental strength. Meditation refers to any type of a variety of practices in which the practitioner trains his her mind or self-induces a mode of consciousness in order to realize some benefit. It is generally an internal personal practice and done without any external involvement, except perhaps prayer beats to count prayers and meditative cycles. However, some practitioners may rely on external objects such as candle flames as points on which to focus their attention as an aid to the process. Meditation often involves invoking or cultivating a feeling or inner state, that is, compassion, self-evaluation, etc. Various methods of meditation have been linked to changes in metabolism, blood pressure, brain activation, and other bodily processes. Meditation has been used in clinical setting as a method of stress and pain reduction. Methods and practices of meditation differ widely across the many cultures and traditions prevalent in various phases of the journey of human civilization. Meditation is sometimes the meditio in Latin, which is the third of the four steps of Lectio Divina, an ancient form of Christian prayer. It may also refer to the second of the three steps of yoga in Patanjali's Yoga Sutras, a step called Dhyan in Sanskrit. It may refer to a mental, spiritual state that may be attained by such practices and may also refer to the practice of that state. Meditation goes beyond the reflexive thinking mind, which involves discursive thinking or logic, and explores a deeper, more devoid or more relaxed state. Meditation essentially includes three main criteria: the use of a defined technique, logic relaxation, and a self-induced state mode. Secondary non-essential criteria include a state of psychophysical relaxation, use of self-focused skill or anchor, a religious, spiritual, philosophical context, or a state of mental silence. Meditation may be broadly categorized into the following types in accordance with the direction of mental attention employed by the practitioner. So it may be categorized into concentration meditation, mindfulness meditation, meditation and intoxication, and meditative postures. So let us move into the details of these categorizations. Concentration meditation. In this form, the practitioner focuses intensively on one particular object while consistently bringing the mind back to concentrate on the chosen object. For example, in Anapanasati, one pays attention to the movement of one's breath. That means we have to concentrate on one particular object in concentration meditation. Now, after that we have Mindfulness meditation. Here, the practitioner focuses extensively on all mental events, input that enter the field of awareness, or both specific focal points and the field of awareness. The subject sits comfortably in silence, centering attention by focusing mental awareness on an object or process, either the breathing process, a sound, a mantra, a visualization, etc., and then consciously scans thoughts in an open focus, shifting freely from one perception to the next. No thought, image, or sensation is considered an unwanted intrusion. The meditator remains in an effortless, in the here and now state. The anchor is constantly brought back to the present, and all analysis or fantasy regarding the content of awareness is avoided while relaxing the secondary thought process. Meditation and intoxication. Many traditions in which meditation is practiced, such as transcendental meditation, Buddhism, Hinduism, etc., forbid use of intoxicants during the meditation. Shun drugs and drinks which work the wit abuse. Clear minds, clean bodies need no soma juice. These are the words by Edwin Arnold, The Light of Asia. So during the meditation, if we are practicing, so it has been said that we should not use any kind of intoxicants. Since meditation helps us to improve our breath, body helps to relax our body and clean our body. So it has been forbidden that we should avoid all the intoxicants while practicing meditation. Now we will study about meditation, way to mental strength. Meditation refers to any type of a variety of practices in which the practitioner trains his/her mind or self-induces a mode of consciousness in order to realize some benefit. It is generally an internal personal practice and done without any external involvement, except perhaps prayer beads to count prayers and meditative cycles. However, some practitioners may rely on external objects such as candle flames as points on which to focus. Different meditative techniques trigger a host of biochemical and physical changes in the body that alter metabolism, heart rate, respiration, blood pressure, and brain activation. Doctors have been using certain meditative methods to reduce stress and pain. Meditation helps enhance attention spans and better performance in tasks needing sustained concentration. Students particularly benefit a lot from simple meditative practices that increase their concentration, relieve tiredness and mental fatigue, and improve mental alertness. Meditation also helps adolescents to curb and positively channelize anger, resentment, and desire, both physical and material. So these are the advantages of the meditation. So meditation is helpful for every one of us. Whether it is student, whether they are teachers, chess players, scientists, everyone. It helps to benefit everyone's life. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, India's missile program pioneer and former president, believed in the goodness of meditation and music. Meditation focuses your mind and music elevates your soul, he says. So not only the meditation is effective for your body, but it helps to purify our soul. It helps to clean our body from inner side. So it is my advice to all of you that we should adopt this meditation routine in our daily life in order to have better concentration. Especially in the life of the students, meditation play a great role. Like we have already read, it helps to increase your concentration. It helps to relieve your tiredness. It helps to improve your mental alertness. So all these things, when it would be there, so you would be performing much better in your exams. And you would be focusing more on your studies. Not only you, but even our parents, teachers, everyone should practice meditation, as it is going to bring a change in our life. So it is my advice to every one of you to follow meditation or aerobics, anything in your life, so that we can have a healthy, wealthy life. Thank you.